Hey, what's up guys, here me again with another nice tutorial for you awesome people. So here I've created a web split animation using JavaScript. My cursor is here, but if I move it on the left side, you will see that its size increase, and you can put your products here to get more visible and nice effect that the user likes your website. Also, this is the same for the left side also. So let's create it out, but before creating this, if it's possible, hit that subscribe button to my YouTube channel. So here I've already created a folder called Split Landing Page, and inside this I'm gonna create our very first index.html file. So here I just type index.html and it will generate this boilerplate for us. So inside the body we have to declare a container, and inside the container we have two sites. So I'm sorry for this. I'm gonna go and define a split. So I say div, and this div gonna have the class of split and also the class of left, because this class is this div is belong to left side. So inside this I just pass each one, and here I'm gonna say product one, or actually by this. So after that, here I create a button. So replace of creating a button, I create an anchor tag, and here I give it a class of btn, and inside the inner HTML of this I just say buy now. Assume that we have any product inside this. So we need this one more time because for the right side, so I just copy that out. But before copying that, here I put a comment and telling that the left side, and here I just say right side. So after that, here I just put this that we've copied before. So I change this one to the right side. I just say right, and change this to product 2, 2, and also everything else is fine. So now we've done with our index, our HTML file, and we're gonna go and style it. To do so, I'm gonna create a style.css file, and make sure that the style.css file is connected with HTML. So here I just say link, and it's gonna be connected with a style.css file. So inside the style.css, I'm gonna select everything and set its box sizing to border box. So after that, I select the body, and before doing anything on the body, I'm gonna open this app on the browser so you guys can see what's really going on. So here I come in a style.css file, and I'm gonna get rid of the margin and padding from the body and say 0, and I'm gonna give it a height of 100 VH, and because we're gonna put some of I'm just gonna get rid of overflow if something overflow from our web page. So I say overflow, and it's gonna be too high then. So after that, if you put an image here, you should have to pass the overflow to hide, but for now it's okay. So after that, what I'm gonna do is to put a container. So say container, and let me get this and put it here so you guys can see it easily. And I select the container, which is this class here. So inside the container, I'm gonna set its position to relative, because later we will set the position of each split to absolute here, and I'm gonna give it a width of 100% and height of 100 VH, which is the entire web page. And for now, I'm gonna give it a little background, which is a red background. So it's looking like this. Now we're gonna design each of our split. So I'm gonna get rid of this one, and here I just say split, and inside the split I told you that I'm gonna set its position to absolute, because we want to position these each split according to the container, and I'm gonna give it a width of 50%, because we want each split to get 50% of the web page, and its height of course gonna be 100 VH. Now we're gonna style each individual split. So here I just say split, and we want to select the left split one. So here I'm just gonna set its left to 0, and also we're gonna give it a background. So say background, its background gonna be red, and after that here that's all. So you see that we have this background, but you notice that the product 2 is also here. So what I'm gonna do is just copy this one from here and paste it down here, and change this one to the right side, and here set the right to 0, and I set its background to whatever color, each color that you like. For example, I put it to blue. So after that, I want to put these in the center of each split. So to do it, I come here and select each one. So inside the each one, I'm going to set its font size to 2 rem actually, and its color going to be white, and also its position to absolute because we wanted to move it easily, and its left going to be 50% on each split, and from the top it's going to have the space of the gap of 20%. Now these are about at the center. We don't want it to be exactly in the center. So after that, I'm gonna select this anchor tag, which we're gonna use as a button. So you remember that I gave it the class of btn here. So I just say btn, and here I'm gonna give it the position of absolute, and from the left side it's gonna be 50%, but from the top it's gonna have the space of 40, because we want to place this button, this button after this h1 tag. So if I save it, take a look, it is here. And I'm gonna get rid of the text decoration. So I say text decoration and set it to none, and its color is its color is white, and border is white, solid, and it has the size of 0.2 rem, and its font width is bold. So I say font width bold, and its width is 50 rem. So you see that it width increase, and we want to give it a little padding too. So I say padding, and it is 1.5 rem. So now you notice that this text is not at the center of our border. This box, to fix that, I want to use the flex box. So I say display and set it to flex, and justify content to the center, and also align items to center. Now it's at the center. So now we've done with our styling, we have to put its animation. So before putting its animation here, I'm just going to write some classes. I will explain all of this. So I say whenever we hover on the left side, we want to the left side increase its width to 75%. So this is a custom this is a custom class that we're going to add using JavaScript to the left side, which is at this one. And whenever we hover on this split, this piece of code, this size of the web page, we want to increase the width of it to 75%. But in the main project, you see that when we move this one decrease its size, but this one increase its size. So here I just come and say, and whenever we hover on the left side, what's gonna happen on the right side? So I just say right, and we want to set its width to 25%. So I told you that it decreased in size. So after that, I copied that before. So we say whenever we hover on the right side, on the left side, we want that its width decrease, so say 25%. And also if we move our cursor on the right side, what gonna occur on the right side itself? So here I say, sorry, right, and here it says, what happened? The computer goes crazy. So here on the right side, we want to set it with to 75%. So these are the classes that we're gonna add using JavaScript. So I'm gonna go here and create our script.js here. So say script.js and make sure it's connected with your HTML file before the body. Here I say script, and it in its src I just say script.js. So here in script.js I'm gonna access some element. Which element we want to access? The element that we have in HTML. We want to access the left side, right side, and also the container itself. So here I create a variable, call it left, and assign it to document dot query selector, and we're gonna select the left side. So here I just say left, and I'm gonna duplicate this because we want to select the right side and also the container. So, and also make sure that you put a dot before that because we selected a class here. So here I'm also gonna access the container. So after that, here we have to change the variable name to this one is right, and the other one is container. So say container. And so it's time to add the classes on this. So when I move my cursor on the right side, which in JavaScript is called a mouse move. So here I say left and add an even listener to it, and this is going to listen to a mouse move on it. And if the mouse move on, we call a function to increase the size of it. So here I just say container, access the container itself. So I say container dot class list. I'm gonna add a class to it, and what class list we want to add is the hover left. So I say hover left, which is this variable inside the style.css file. Hover left, we add this to the container. So I'm gonna save that and duplicate this one because when the mouse also leaves, so here I say mouse leave, what do we want to do is to remove this class in place of adding it. So I say remove. Now if I move my cursor on the right side, you will see that it increased. If I get out my cursor, you will see that its size decreased. So I'm going to do the same thing for the right side too. So I copy these codes out, copy this out, and paste it down here. And to change this, we want to access the right side and also here the right side. And replace of adding the left side hover, we're going to add the right side hover with the class that we have in our style.css, and also this one going to be to the right side. So here I'm in the right side, it increases its size, and if I go in the left side, it also increases its size. And if we leave this, it decreases this one. So in the main project, you see that it moved nicely, but here it moved like the way that it ended as. So to fix that, I'm gonna come here and style.css and select both of the the CSS, the right side and the left side. To select those, I just say the split, and from the split we select the left side, and also here you put a comma if you want to select two things and implement one some properties on those. So I don't know what I told. If you want to implement the same animation or the same style for two classes, and you want to select both of them, you just pass a comma here. So after that, we also select the split right side. So here what we want to do is to give it a letter transition. So I say transition, and the transition gonna have the time of gonna occur on all of this, and take the time of 2 seconds. So now if I save it and move my cursor on, it goes like this, and also this one goes like this. So this was from our tutorial, and if you want to watch more tutorials like this, hit the subscribe button to my YouTube channel. Take care of yourself and bye.